Chapter 37. Be seeing these days soon. Better times are soon here, and better renewals serve all who are ready to answer to truth. Be ready to read Answer to Answers, the book that is in my lap. This book will explain all truth and also to truth because of the dealt with earth changes of the coming new times on earth. Be well answering to our call as we become well serving of our time together, and see how all will be transformed and healed. These words I share with you now because many are settling with earth ways as they tell of our arrivals, but are only responding to their despair. Be renewing with the way of truth, as all becomes well served and dealt with, and open the way for many more understandings at the time of our renewed landings, as these are soon answered. Heal with us, as we begin this sorting and deal with the healing set to seeing, as many will become well answered by our truth and our set ways. Be ready to answer to evidence of our ways at the time of our set responding way, and see how all starts well into the coming days. As arrivals become seen, you will be well answered by our truth and our set way. All will know that we arrive in peace and are here to open the way of healing the separation because of the time of reckoning. This time was well explained in the book of Revelations, but did not answer to the spirit of this time because of the seen technologies of our present ways on earth. Many misunderstood truths were repeated without the technological seeing of today, and this I would like for you to understand. The seeing of the ships is explained by creatures spitting fire in the heavens. This means the lights coming from our ships, as you now see them in UFO sightings, and the bold seeing of visitors as angels, are our kind coming to meet with us children and people from all places on earth. The trumpet sounds are the sounds coming from some of our larger ships who needed to come closer to earth before we concluded a plan to land. These 7 trumpets by Gabriel are nothing more than Gabriel's team of serving ships who came very close to Earth months ago looking for better places to land. Then we have all these horrors of wars, diseases, and pestilence renewing in all places as it is today with the great weather changes by solar flares and Earth shifting, as this is a natural occurrence of the rotation of the Earth every 5,000 or 6,000 years. Heal with this truth and have no fear, as you have nothing to fear but fear itself. Settle with the way all will be seen as we begin this set to understanding of great truth. Renew with us and see how all becomes well answered by us, as all start settling with many past truth and settling ways of great understood truth. See how all starts healing with the ways of better living. Feeling how all telling of serving ways will soon be yours to better see and experience. Heal your broken hearts with us, and be certain all starts well into the coming days. Now, see this. Renewing with many understandable truths will open your eyes and share the way of the universal laws practiced by all who are searching for the set way, as this is in you as we speak. This path serves to answer all questions humans have since the beginning of these imprinted thoughts that were imposed upon you. These imprinted thoughts were settling with the manipulation of masses to cause servitude and slavery on earth. This will soon end. Be certain, all your questions will be answered and all your truth will be uncovered. Understand, all these words shared with you now are here to help you ready yourselves for this time of transition and better understandings of how all heals. Telling of past ways will open to you, and you will soon renew with all who are as you are. Dealing with this truth will open many doors for you. These answers are the seeing of who we are and the better ways of living to open to better lives and better evidence of life in all the universes. These truths are ready to be heard by all humans on earth and elsewhere, as these days are soon here. See these words be yours as we arrive, and be well answered by our truth. Now open to renew time, and renew with your own kind, as many are telling me here that they're seeing all well serving very soon. Be well answered as you begin to see the ships in the sky. And as you see this, you will be amazed about the numbers of arrivals and landings near all your places of living. These ways of answering to your call to stop all aggression to humans and to rid the planet of ill intent and ill will, you will soon see and soon open to. Now see this truth be well serving you very soon, as all is seen. No, we are all waiting to be reunited with you, as the time to be seen walking the earth heals all. More later. God, received on July the 21st, 2012, by Za. Chapter 38. Answer to my call as arrivals begin. Be willing to accept many understandings and better seeing as all becomes seen. Be understanding that we are here to answer to many who are ready to open to you and settle with you's truth and lies serving earth ways. Be well seeing how all heals with the truth of who we are as we begin to walk the earth. More trust will grow as we start the cleaning of earth waters and earth atmosphere to purify the air and soil. Be certain you will have all you need to be well answered by our ways of healing as we will begin the cleaning of all places of oil spills and dirty settlements off the seashores. All these places will be purified and returned to a beautiful place for all to live and share. Be well seeing how all unravels. Believe these visits will start well into the good settling days. As all becomes well answered, you'll have all you need to be well settling with the ways of the earth. See these understandings serve you well now at the time of our arrivals. Be well answered by our time to answer to many more truth at the telling of understood time, to answer to all calls to those who are ready to open the way for others on earth. You are settling about truth, and be very answered by our renewed ways of great truth at the understood settling times of earth ways. Be visited soon by many who come from other planets and who respond to evidence of our ways, as all better serving truth becomes served. No, many are settling with earth ways, as they now see how all opens to answers of who we are and why we are arriving at these times of wars. Be well answered by our ways and be dealing with the truth of who we are, and question all that we do to serve the purifying of earth at the time that these ways commands, but understand earth heals with us first, as we are responding beings who have created your planet. Be well answered and tell yourselves that these times are your prayers being answered, as we respond to your calls and to answer your truth at the arrival of our sin ships. We're many who are circling Earth now to prepare for our time of landing, and we will begin the descent in a very short time. As all starts with a wave or explosion of truth. Be well answered by our ways of opening to the world, and be ready to vindicate many more truth as all is healing. See these times renew with our arrivals. Be with us as we wish to be with you. Tell yourselves, all truth will be revealed, and all lies will be uncovered. These times are now settling with understanding of earth ways, and many renewals will be seen with family members who are Satu beings of light. Be well answered, and be ready for the good Satu ways, as all begins to answer you. Heal with the telling of our words of truth, as we begin to open to the world. Be ready and see all be, as I said, in evidence of our time to walk the earth. Be ready. All starts well into the coming days, and these words I share with you explains why we're arriving and why we will arrive. You will understand many more truths of who we are and why we are soon answering to our arrivals and our truth. Be well seeing of our time together, and be ready to answer to our call. Is all better truth are settling with us and with our understandings. Now be ready, all comes soon. Better times are soon serving with our ways, and all will soon be dealt with and revealed. God, received on July the 22nd, 2012, by Za. Chapter 39. Respond to our arrivals as you will see our ships. Be questioning all Satu ways as we arrive to better understand the meaning of our ways. Satu means a place of great understanding that opens to seeing and responses serving all better ways of respect for others and oneself. It means to know thyself as one has experienced the better truth about how all is and how all heals. These understandings serve to open to many more truth about understood serving and better ways of working with each other, as we will soon show you. Understand, all starts with a way of great seeing, and all becomes well dealt with, better seen and better understood. Be ready and respond to answers as all becomes well dealt with. Be well answered by evidence of our ways, and be well seeing proof of our truth of our time to be seen on earth. Settle with earth ways and be dealing with a way of great seeing, as all becomes well dealt with and settled. Be ready and see how all starts and opens to many more trusted ways, and be sharing of our truths at the time of our telling. Be responding to our shared words and serve a time of meditation and reflection. As all these new old words start moving in your hearts. Remember who you are, as all becomes well settling with our time to answer to earth ways. Be well settling with us, and see how we are willing to open the way for you to free yourselves from the prison of lies, keeping you in darkness and slavery to dark beings who take all they wish and give nothing in return. Be Satu, and see these times be yours to answer to. Answer to yourselves, and see all truth answer you, and better serve with us. No, we are well settling with all who have caused harm to others, both deceitful and cunning as they believe they can still escape us. Be dealing with evidence of our arrivals, as you will first see our scout ships and our serving ways of opening to the world. These words I tell you now, as time is near and all are opening to our arrivals. See how all answers you, serves to open to the proof of our ways. Be well serving of our time together and respond to us as the arrivals begin to be seen. Be well answered by our truth, and see all be renewed on earth as the time has come to stop the destruction of earth. Open to new ways of living that will open to all people, and not only the dark ones. Be well answered by us, as we are circling earth, waiting for the first sign of destruction by bombs and war, as the Middle East settles with their ignorance and as others provoke their actions. These wars are unnecessary and only respond to the greed of power and control. They do very little to care about anyone because these wars are not about people healing and serve only with death and destruction, serving one master, Lucifer. Be certain, all starts well into the coming days, and see these times be well answered by our ways as all become seen and dealt with. Answer to our call, and be ready to answer to your own family, as we are wanting to meet with you. Answer to my questions. Be telling yourselves, all comes soon and dealt with the way Satu truth serves all. Will you be ready to answer to our ways? Will you settle with earth ways as all starts with us opening to the world? And will you be better seeing how all answers you as all starts becoming well answered. Be ready and see this truth open to many as all becomes well seen and well dealt with. Respond to evidence as you will see this yourselves. Now see this. Be renewing with the ways of living that will serve to open to many who wish to remain on earth, and see to the guardianship of earth health and responding to the respect of life. Settle with the eating of flesh, as this is the cause for your health problems and early death. Be well settling of your time on earth as you have lived it. Heal with us and respond to more practices of better living and better health. Understand, these ways are shared by most in the universes. The practice of eating flesh is answering to Lucifer and his underlings and require blood to feed off of. These practices are more to serve their kind and are seen as disturbing to us, as we do not see this as serving anything more than murder, death, and diseases of the body and soul. Be ready to answer to our call, as we are arriving well into the coming days and settling with these practices of flesh eating, as you will understand that these practices belong to another. Questions about these ways will open many more truths for you, and will serve you well as you will discover how all this came to be and how you were all tricked to believe that these answers to killing were answers to your survival. But in fact, it is causing your death earlier and destroying your planet. The terror you ingest in your body spreads throughout the world as an energy of evil that intends to harm and kill. These ways open to wars and destruction as these ways settle with your auric field and emanate outwards to others, and many problems escalate from these practices. You will see how these ways are not necessary and how all heals with better ways of living at the time of our arrivals. Be ready and see all be very well answered by our set of renewing ways. Be certain all will soon open to many truth, as all starts with these set of ways. Be responding soon to Answers, the book that remains in my lap when I speak with you. Be ready, and see all be as I said. Better answers are soon here, as we arrive to better the lives of all who are searching for truth and greater telling of past truth. Now see all be as I said, and question all our words as need be. But understand, all will soon be changed to open to all people of earth, and remove all harmful ways of dealing with all life on earth. See these days be soon and open to our ways and our truth. God, received on July the 23rd, 2012, by Zah.